Hola, mis estudiantes. Aquí vamos a hablar de la unidad 6, los viajes. And I want to dar las felicidades a todos por el buen trabajo de la primera actividad de Unidad 5. Y'all did a great job. I was so impressed that everybody, except only a handful of students, did not turn in the flashcards on time. All right, so that's for Unit 5. So we're going to talk about Unit 6, Los Viajes, and we'll start here with, I just want to remind you that when you go to the class, Español 3, click on classwork. And if you do it on your phone, I think that shows up at the bottom of your screen. And when you click on that, it lines everything up so perfectly. Right now, Unit 5, Unidad 5 is still at the top because that's the one we're working on. But as soon as we're done with Unidad 5, I'm going to move Unidad 6 to the top so that that's the first thing you see when you open it up. Otherwise, you can go ahead and start working on it. Just know that it's there under the Unidad 5 post. So we'll start with the calendar and initial information. That's my first post in the series here. And again, basically it's the same instructions every time. Start doing the 0.5 grammar activities. I've attached them right here. This is the grammar you're going to be working with in this unit. It's very important that you begin working on this immediately. Divide it up into however much you want to do every day. Maybe one day you want to do the YouTube video and practice quizzes for this first part, and then a couple of days later do the negative, etc. However you want to divide it up, but know that that's the crux of this unit. That's the grammar for this unit. Everything, all the activities, the readings, etc. are built around what you see in there. So that's what you need to be working on from the beginning. And over here you have the calendar. The Unidad 5, I gave you a calendar that spanned January and February. Now this calendar spans February and March. On the February calendar, you see the last few activities for Unidad 5. Let's see, the last one being right here on the 4th. And then you also see that's where the Unidad 6 activities begin, right here. And you have a long holiday there, a long weekend. And then your last activity for Unidad 6 is March the 9th. So that's the calendar. Print that out and hang it on your fridge so that you don't miss any due dates. Speaking of due dates, notice on the right-hand side here, it tells you when every one of these assignments is due. There's no due date for this one, but there are due dates there for all the other assignments. Today, for example, I'm doing this video on the 17th, and 5.2 is due today. Notice it says due today. So keep an eye on those due dates. Don't pay so much attention. I think some people look over here on stream and they look at the upcoming and then they miss stuff. And also the things that are posted are just all over the place. So again, click on classwork because that's where you have everything lined up nicely. So the first activity here, 6.1, as usual, tells you when the due date is. There's a video if you don't know how to do it, or if you have questions. You have your vocab cards, or your vocab words right here. It tells you how many should be in each set. There should be 3 sets, not all words in one set. All the vocabulary revolves around los viajes, traveling. So the flashcards are due on the 10th. And on the 11th or 12th, I'll give you my flashcards. Now, what I mean by that, if we look up at Unit 5, notice that after you've submitted your flashcards, then I give you my flashcards. So if you want to check yours against mine before you take the test, you can click on that, and it takes you directly to the flashcards that I've created on the set of vocabulary You know, if you just want to make sure that yours, I check them, but I check them more for completion, and then I spot check for accuracy. But the real serious checking you should do yourself, making sure that your cards match my cards. All right, so that's the vocabulary. Escuchan works the same way as always. You can retake this one as many times as you want. This test here, the assessment, you just take it over and over and over until you get 100. Keep listening to the video that I've posted. If you're having trouble opening these videos, do them at home. I think school is starting to maybe block things on YouTube, so you may not be able to watch these at school. So definitely try them outside school, watch them on your phone when you're on the school bus or whatever. When you have some free time, watch the video. So that's 6.2. Let's move down to the test over the vocab. Some people are still asking me, am I supposed to take the test on my own vocabulary words? We did that last year. These tests, ever since August, I've been making the assessment, and it's a link that I'll post here. It's just like the other, like the Escuchan assessment and the Lectura assessment. It's a Google form test, and you only get one chance. Notice it says somewhere on here it says that there's no chance to take it. Wait, this is the test, and I said you can take it as many times as you like. That actually, I'll get back to, if I still leave that on there, then that's the case. Now that I'm saying this, I'm thinking maybe that's not correct. Let me check that. If I leave these instructions on here, then you can take it as many times as you like. Pay close attention to this, because if I only want you to take it once, I'm going to post that right here. However, on the due date, which is 11:55 on the 24th, I will take down the link. The link will still be there, but it won't let you take the test, and I don't reopen it. So you do have to have it finished by that date. The 6.4, this time 6.4 is your lectura. It's where you do a reading. So you're going to read this, and then you're going to take this assessment. And again, you can take it as many times as you want. And I'm only going to record the highest grade. That's the same for the 6.2 and the 6.4. Both work that way. And then 6.5 is your grammar test. The grammar test is over. I'll post the link for the test on the 2nd, and then you get like a day and a half, 2 days to take it. It will, when it expires, that's it. You can't take it late. The grammar is over exactly what I showed. Oh wait, I'm looking at totally the wrong. Oh, I posted the wrong one. I'll change that. I did put it here though. So the grammar this time is over pero and si no. And so I gave you a little chart on what those two words mean. Great little YouTube video and a quiz that does some practice with that. I feel like this unit is more vocabulary based than verb based, which actually I think makes it a little easier. The verb tenses and verb conjugations I know can be very complicated and very difficult to wrap your head around. This is mostly vocabulary. Here's affirmative, negative expressions. Like I said here, it's not exhaustive, this little list, but it covers the majority of things. And you got a YouTube, got a couple of YouTube videos, and a nice little quiz, interactive quiz. And then some prepositions, how to use those prepositions, and again, YouTube video and test so that you can practice. And adverbs, finally. Words like always, never, sometimes, almost never, occasionally, generally. So I like this little chart because it gives you a little sentence using the word. And then you've got this great video, or this lesson. There's no video this time. Pull one up if you look for a video, adverbs in Spanish, if you want to watch a YouTube video. Actually, this is a YouTube video. And then there's a activity, another quiz. And that's it for the grammar. And then you'll have a grammar test, which is due on, where is it? Due on March 4th. You'll have, like I said, 2 days to do that test. And finally, this month, we don't have a writing assignment. This month, you have a speaking assignment with Flipgrid. Please read these instructions. I don't know why so many people have trouble with this one. I've put a video here how to manage it. I've put here instructions of what the topic is. If your video takes longer than 30 seconds, then you're talking too much. Hone it down, like get it down to a little 30-second, because all I'm looking for is, can I understand you? Are you looking at the camera, not reading off the piece of paper beside the screen or off of your screen? And do you hit these 3 points? That's what I'm looking for. The 3 points here are, the first one is where you're talking about a viaje, because this whole unit is about viajes. So you're going to talk about where you wanted to go, but you couldn't. That's where you're using the words but, maybe pero, si no, and then where you went in the end. Donde fuiste al final, and that way you're using preterite. Maybe you're also using some imperfect tense. Con quien fuiste, using the preposition con, and then again some preterite, perhaps imperfect. Then si irías más veces si pudiera. Would you go more if you could? Would you go there again if you could? Would you go more often? This is conditional tense, which we haven't done since Unit 2, I think. So if you need a little refresher on the conditional, then do a little YouTube video, conditional tense in Spanish, and get a little refresher on how to do conditional. Let's see, I said I think that came from Unit 2. Let me just confirm that. If it wasn't from Unit 2, then it was from Spanish 2. It was one or the other. Because I checked that earlier to see if y'all had already had some exposure to conditional. It was from Spanish 2 that conditional was introduced. So do a little refresher on conditional tense before you do your speaking video. And let's see, go back up here to speaking. So you got your topic, and you get 100 if you've covered all those and I can understand you. And finally, read these instructions, please. It says, use a device with a camera and microphone. Click on this link. Don't click on this link if this one's not working and you have to go in the class. Sometimes I think I should just take this one down. But this is the one I want you to click on. You click on this. You put in this password for Scythe 2018 exclamation. I'm gonna do it right here. Watch. Click on this. It takes you to this page. Then I type for Scythe 2018 exclamation point. Let's go. And it takes me straight to Unidad 6 presentation. Check and make sure that this is the presentation that you're supposed to be doing. Don't put it in the Unidad 2 or Unidad 4 or wherever else it takes you. Make sure that this is what you see. And then you have the same instructions that I posted, and then you record your video. Hit the plus sign and record your video. All right, so that covers that. And I believe that's it. That's the last assignment for Unidad 6. So I wish you all the best. Remember, contact me if you have any questions. Email. I prefer email because then I can do screenshots and CC other people. Or message me in It's Learning, or text me to that number I provided, or if all else fails, send me a message saying call me and give me a phone number and tell me when is a good time to call you. All right, I'm happy to talk you through anything you need. So you'll have a great Unidad 6. We're almost done, almost through the year, and I will talk to you guys later.